This is the Kitchen Sink WP Podcast, episode 240.
I program my own computer.
We have a server crash. 404 error. Page not found. Links aren't working. System is crashing. System is crashing. System is crashing.
Your old HTML website. Barely alive. We have the technology. We have WordPress. A new website. Better than it was before. Better. Stronger.
Faster. We have the technology. The technology.
Why, hello everybody, this is Adam Silver, the host of the Kitchen Sink WP Podcast. Thanks for being here. Let's get started. All right, upcoming events. First and foremost, we have two WordCamps next weekend. We have WordCamp Barcelona, October 5th and 6th, and WordCamp Baltimore, October 6th and 7th. And I was trying to get up to Baltimore, and it's always a chance. I'm not sure what my wife's schedule is just yet, but we'll see. It's not that far from me to drive, I believe, or even fly. So we'll see. Those are the upcoming events. Just two, and like I always tell people, go. I'm actually on a little of a lull. With WordCamp Wilmington being canceled, I'm kind of having a little WordCamp. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm not thinking the right word. Withdrawals, if you will. So the next WordCamp I'm scheduled for is WordCamp US. So other than that, nothing on the calendar firm date-wise for me. Anyway, hope you can go to Barcelona or Baltimore and let me know how they are if I don't arrive in Baltimore. All right, moving on. Segment one in the news, kind of a light news week. I just wanted to share this one. This is a recap by Patrick Levy from WordCamp Los Angeles, which was 2 weeks ago. It's very in-depth. It's over on GitHub, actually. I am mentioned in it. He shares the story of how he got involved in WordCamp, coming from a perspective of being a developer and running a business. And it's really, really a good recap. And he put it in GitHub. He explains why it's in GitHub, and that way you can modify it and change it, but not lose the history of as he remembers certain things. So it's kind of an interesting idea. There'll be a link in the show notes there. Also in the news, I did read something briefly about WordPress 4.9.9. Now maybe the focus being the new version of PHP 7.3, etc. But it's always something new every day with Gutenberg stuff. So, and WordPress 5.0, etc. So we'll see what happens there. All right, moving on this week, meat and potatoes segment 2. This week I'm calling it 4th and 10 because, well, with football season back in full swing here in the U.S., and today's episode coming out on October the 1st, 2018, we are now in the fourth quarter of the year. And that's crazy. This year has blown right by. And I thought I'd share some ideas of what we could do to prep for this quarter and year ending. Because running a business is a marathon. It's not a sprint. It can be sprint driven sometimes. You know, we have goals and we have certain things we need to get done and deadlines, yes. But it's a marathon, and this is the fourth quarter. And here are, 4th and 10. So, it's kind of a spin on it, not a spin. It's maybe not 4th and one thing to do, but here's 10 things and some sub things that you might consider doing between now and the end of the year for your business. Okay, in no specific order, but well, kind of in a specific, in an order that kind of makes sense to some extent. All right, number one, prep for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Right now, it's October 1st as this show's coming out. Black Friday, Cyber Monday are around the corner. Do you have an offer? Do you have a special? Or you can take time off, plan it now. Get going on it right now because you will be surprised how fast that weekend will come up and you'll be like, oh my gosh, do we do an offer? Do we do a special? Do it now, okay? Number 2, holiday cards, gifts, and your availability, okay? Thank your clients. Plan to thank your clients for the holidays. Are you going to give them any gifts of some sort? I actually am going to because, I'm very appreciative of a bunch of my clients. They've been very good to me this year. So I'm actually planning holiday cards for sure. And if you're going to be taking any time off in December, plan that now. Let them know. Plan that email that might let them know now. Even share it now, so that way if there are things that they want done, they will put it on the calendar to get done ahead of time. And it might be new work. It may not be in the scope of the contract you have with them, so it could be additional income for you. Okay. Number 3, gather your financials. Do it. It's crazy to think this for the tax season ahead of us. Gather your financials. Get the books as in order as you can for the first 3 quarters. Okay. So I'm behind on that myself as always, but do that now. Leads me to number 4, put money away for taxes. It's not too late. Review your situation, maybe starting right now, maybe $100 a month, something. Put some money in a savings account just to maybe make yourself feel better, something. It's not too late to start putting the money away for taxes that you don't want to get a huge bill come next April. Number 5, plan to spend money, which sounds crazy, but maybe you are doing super well and you have the need for write-offs, for deductions, new equipment purchases, new services. So plan to spend the money between now and next year. Your IRAs, your Roth IRA, your whatever those may be in your own needs for your business. Here in the States, we have that. I'm not sure about overseas, but plan to spend the money for write-offs and deductions, okay? And also maybe for travel. Maybe plan to go to WordCamp US and use that as a business expense if that makes sense for you. Okay. Also plan number 6, vacation or a staycation. You need time off. You need a recharge. This is very personal. It's for you what you need to do. You don't need to go spend a ton of money on this, but you need to maybe unplug between now and the end of the year for a couple of days. Maybe a couple of days over 3 months. A weekend here, a weekend there, a weekend there. So figure that out. Okay. Number 7. Prep to raise your prices as well as pivot services or remove services. Okay. New year is a great time to raise prices. It's a clean break. New clients come on, they get the new price. If you want to let old clients know that things are going up, this is the time to do it. Plan that email, plan that conversation, as well as maybe pivot your services, your offerings, or removing something that you don't want to do anymore. If you don't want to be a web host anymore, if you don't want to offer, certain packages, take them off your website. Update the website and remove them. Simple as that. Okay. Number 8, create a content calendar for 2019. Now, this can take some time. Depending on your niche or niche, depends on what you write or how you write or if you podcast, create that content calendar for the first quarter of 2019. Okay. Number 9, reach out to clients. This is a good one. I like this one. Reach out to clients that might need an update or a site audit. Okay. Now, I did this by accident, but it worked. I was having a conversation with a client a few weeks ago. Actually, about 10 days ago, not even a few weeks, just like barely a week and a half ago. And they wanted all these changes for an event they were attending. I made a new page for them, but then they wanted all these content changes and content pages added and relinked, and it was going to take a ton of time, and they didn't realize how much money was going to go into doing this above and beyond their package that they pay for with me. And then the conversation then led to the fact that, maybe, just maybe, this gets put on the next quarter's, next year's idea for maybe a new website. So in a site audit, we can kind of revisit this. And they finally heard me. It's hard to tell someone your baby's ugly. That's what I'm trying to say here. The website is due for an update. They know this now. They were very appreciative of my candor. But the site's 5 years old. It's time for a rebrand. It's time to the whole shebang. Just take it out and and rebrand it. So that client, I know now, they are now thinking about it. We're going to start working on it now for ideally a January launch. Maybe not January 1st, but an early January launch for a new site. That'll help them as well and help their business. Okay. And number 10, create a New Year's marketing campaign. Do you have something that you want to push for the first quarter of next year? Well, now's the time to do it again for the new year. New Year's sales, new year, a new start, a new fresh. So, okay. So there you have it. 10 plus a few other sub items there. Things to think about for the fourth quarter of this year. So what are you going to do? I'm curious. Let me know what you're going to do. I'm going to do these things. I'm going to work on holiday cards and a few gifts. I'm going to work on my financials. I'm going to get the first 3 quarters taken care of, all my counting done, so I know that when December comes or January comes, I just have 2 or 3 months left to kind of catch up on, if even that. I'd like to get done. I guess I can only do the first 3 quarters. I can't do anything more than that. So, and what else? So I'm going to do what I say. I'm going to do holiday cards, my financials, and what else? I'm going to start with 2. I'm going to just do 2 for right now. Yeah, just 2. I'm not going to go crazy. So there you have it. Those are my 2. What are you going to do? Let me know. Please let me know in the show notes. Tweet me, email me. I would love to know, and I'll share what I'm going to do there as well. So, all right, moving on. Segment 3, tip and tool of the week. Speaking of monies and quarterly, I found this tool online called OmniCalculator.com. It's pretty cool. It's free. And let me click on it here. It is it's 639 free calculators, all online. Business, chemistry, construction, conversion, health, games, finance. So I was looking for some stuff here to help my kids with something on a math problem. But there's 58 calculators within the business category. It's free, really cool. Check it out. It's over at OmniCalculator.com. I have no connection to them. Just want to share that as a tip and tool of the week. And I'm going to wrap it up here. But before I go, I want to thank everybody for the feedback and the comments. Guy, one of my listeners, wrote a really, really nice comment, and super appreciative. It's always nice to hear these things. We met at WordCamp Miami. We had dinner together, and he's been binging on my podcast. Thank you guys so much for the kind words. Really do appreciate it. Also want to thank Joey. Joey sent in a comment regarding Patreon, and I guess his only problem was you have to have an account, so it makes it tougher for people to donate to the show. So I'm sorry about that, Joey. Not sure how I could help. I can always send me a PayPal. So if people want to donate via PayPal, let me know, and I'll set up the PayPal link somewhere as well. So anyway, so thanks Joey and Guy for the kind words and the comments and the feedback. Really do appreciate it, guys. All right, if you have any questions, go ahead, send it in via email, adam@kitchensinkwp.com, or use the SpeakPipe functionality of the website. Thank you so much for listening. See you next week. Bye-bye.